We have breaking news right now. This anti-Trump demonstration in Washington, D.C. is now spanning thousands of people, maybe about a mile long, has shut down the streets of Washington, D.C., near the White House, near the Washington Monument. This is significant. This is one of the largest demonstrations against Donald Trump's takeover of Washington, D.C., of the Metropolitan Police Department. It is a completely safe demonstration, and we are here on the ground. People are getting hydrated. People are marching. We have breaking news right now. This anti-Trump demonstration in Washington, D.C. is now spanning thousands of people, maybe about a mile long, has shut down the streets of Washington, D.C., near the White House, near the Washington Monument. This is significant. This is one of the largest demonstrations against Donald Trump's takeover of Washington, D.C., of the Metropolitan Police Department. It is a completely safe demonstration, and we are here on the ground. People are getting hydrated. People are marching. We have breaking news.
Shalom, shalom, Yahshua Allah. I'm going to start off first things first, doing all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakadash, which in the Petty Hebrew tongue is correct names of the Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you sister brothers laboring in this truth, and shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Woo! As you just seen from that clip, Yahshua, hey, this dude is under major pressure. Now we understand why he used a federal takeover of the police force and he sent the National Guard to D.C. And when I first seen it, I'm thinking he just doing that to show force, intimidate, but now the picture is getting clearer. I did not know to say mainstream media's not talking about all these people protesting against him. They look like thousands upon thousands of Edomites. When I say Edomites, we're talking about so-called white people protesting Donald Trump. Why? Because he's messing up their system, man. He's messing up the covering cast. Esau rules by deceit. Esau rules by making Jake think that they belong, but Donald Trump is in there letting his nuts hang and showing blatant racism, and he's messing up for all he's exposing all Edomites. And that's the Lord doing that. Jeremiah 49:10, I've made Esau bare. Loosely paraphrasing. Esau is being exposed. That's what Donald Trump is doing. And he's making them broke at the same time. These tariffs and laying people off these jobs, that's all thanks to his horrible policies. So they're now protesting. They don't want him in there. They want somebody who can, cover it up, make it look good. They don't like being out there being exposed. And that's what Donald Trump is doing. The Lord is doing all of this. And so this is why they want to take TikTok down, because I ain't seen none of that on the mainstream news or on my YouTube. I had to go to TikTok to get it. And really, he set that up because he wants to mow down Yasher Allah, which is Paleo Hebrew for Israelites. But Israelites ain't out there protesting like that. That's his people. Jake's still minding their business, but he's still using the police force to harass Jake. And I'm going to upload some of the clips to show that. Let me show you some other clips. Because Jake don't care about protesting Trump and all of that. He in there. Y'all voted for him, you got him. That shows you the stupidity of Esau Edom. Like, you should have known Donald Trump was that. I mean, god dang, what else you need to see? Dude's a failed businessman. He says whatever's on his mind. He shows he's not that smart. They voted thinking, I don't know, I guess they thought it was going to mess Yahshua, but it messed them up. So now they want him out. And you ain't getting him out. You got to deal with it. And now they're just looking stupid because Esau has to make that move with no covering cast. So check this out. I got another one. They over here harassing Eve's, Israelite women. Check it out. That's all the police doing.
Nobody right here. It's nobody in the car. How are y'all just going to people's cars? How are y'all just going to people's cars?
How you going to somebody's
Nobody was over here by this car. Nobody was in the car. I got it. I got the key. They used the little airbag thing because that's how they wanted my car on M Street, and they not supposed to do that. It was nobody over here, nobody in the car, none of that. So how y'all just going to people's cars?
Close that door.
Y'all not supposed to just go in people's cars. Nobody was in the car. Nobody was leaning on it. None of that.
Hold on, why y'all?
No, because why are y'all going in the car?
Ladies, let go.
Back up. Okay, back up, y'all. Back up, y'all. Okay, back up.
Back up.
Okay, don't touch me. Okay,
you pushing me?
don't push me because we didn't touch y'all. Don't push me because we didn't touch y'all. We did not touch y'all. We're trying to figure out why are you guys all going in the car. Nobody touched him, and he's touching people, pushing people. Nobody right here is no.
So you see right there, there go Esau Edom being the devil. He up here going in Jake's cars, probably playing drugs. And I'm telling you what they doing. You know, Eve get belligerent. She mad, but hey. See what I'm saying? See, Jake minding their own business, but Esau's being the devil in the flesh, messing with people. Because really, if Yasha'Allah knew like we knew in this truth, the hopeful elect, they waging war on us, man. And they don't have a legitimate cause to go to war. So they have to do what? They have to make one. This is how Esau's MO. This is Esau's MO. This is what he do. He demonizes you. Just like they said, what, weapons of mass destruction, wasn't nothing over there. See, this devil over here probably planting drugs in her car, in their cars. That's crazy. They got technology getting in your car. We're seeing it on TikTok. Putting stuff in there so he can arrest them later and, send you to jail. They got to fill those jails up. Those concentration camps up. So the 2/3 better wake up, man. The Lord's putting on Esau to come down with great wrath. Because they know they cooked. So before they get really cooked, when Yahushua get her, who's the one begotten son, who the world refers to as Jesus, before Yahushua gets her, they're going to try to lop off many Jakes as they can. And they're already starting a campaign right now, right there in D.C. Because everybody always told me growing up that D.C. is full of Jakes, so-called black people. It's full of them. So Donald Trump is in there telling them to go ahead and handle them harshly, man. And that's biblical prophecy. Let's get it. And then we'll watch a couple more clips I got. Because this is the war. The war has started. So check it out. This is Psalms 37 and 12. It says, the wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. So it said the wicked. Who represents the wicked? Esau, Edom, so-called white man. He is the wicked. He's the devil in the flesh. And what is he doing right now? He's plotting. This is a whole big old plot. We done seen them devils right there plotting. All up in them Eve's car. Parthos, the Jake dude, they plotting. Man, we're going to play another clip where Jake going to run you down what they really doing in D.C. right now. They are plotting. This is a plot. This devil got the National Guard there. He got ICE agents there. Police is federalized. They got military gear. And just like the precept said, he gnashed upon him with his teeth. What does that mean? That means he uses his weaponry, that sword, the military force, in order to do what? To unalive Jake. And when I say Jake, they're short for Jacob, talking about children of Israel. That's what these devils is about to do. That's what's on the menu, man. So you're looking at like King Alfred, Rex 84 with our military drills, Jade Helm. This is all that going into play right in front of everybody's eyes. And it is only going to get worse because I'm just looking right now. It's kind of peaceful. What happens when them shots get fired? Because Jake do got weaponry, just like Esau got weaponry. And this thing can get real bloody real fast. I mean, all it takes is a couple shots, man. Because what are them some Jake dudes and they got the thing on, the police over there all digging in your car? Because that'll piss me off. I ain't going to lie. I ain't going to hold you, Yasha'Allah. Like, if something got to come to my car and the police all up in my car and I open my car door, looking all under this flashlight, most likely planting drugs, that would make me mad. What are you doing, dude? But we know what he's doing. Being the devil. Being the devil. That's why we need Yahushua. We need spiritual power so we can deal with these devils. Because, man, these devils got me vexed, man. I'm so sick of Esau. I banged with my manager today at work over some more, racial stuff. So I could tell that racial tension is boiling. It's boiling. And all it takes is one shot fired and the war will be started. And this is nothing different. It happened in Black Wall Street, 1920s. It happened in the 50s and 60s. I mean, it's always been war. The Lord said he'll have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So this is nothing new. So let's get some more clips. We got boots on the ground. Jake gonna tell us what's going on in D.C. And call Halam Yahweh Bashiyahu Shah. We got 144 up there, baby. The right way. So check it out. Look at that little devil symbol right there. So Jake gonna let us know what these devils is doing.
People getting pulled over left and right. I seen checkpoints everywhere. I felt like I was in a foreign country.
They started pulling up, just instantly hopped out, started harassing us, put one of my homies in handcuffs. Like, they had their weapons and we ain't have nothing but just ourselves to protect and make sure everybody was good. They just basically harassing us for real.
Young black men are getting snatched off the streets of Washington, D.C., so this is not the time for us to be any quieter. This is the time to actually get louder. Because, like, this is literally that poem. Like, they came for X, and I didn't do anything. They came for Y, I didn't do anything. They came for Z, I didn't do anything. And then they came for me, and there was no one there to do anything to stop them. There are a lot of black creators who have explained all of this much better than I can. But I feel like because my followers are a lot of different types of people, like, I need to say this to you, if you're following me, that if you feel that even slight catch in your throat, that slight hesitation to post, to speak out, to do something for these black men that are being taken off the streets, for the homeless that are taken off the streets, that is the white supremacist indoctrination that you grew up with. That's telling you to hesitate. That's telling you to not say something. That's telling you to hold your breath for a second. It's for me in kindergarten, where the kindergarten teacher just would not let the one black kid in our class move up the alphabet letter. It didn't matter if he got the letter right. She misheard it. In first grade, where he was the only person that our first grade teacher would just scream at with her entire being. It's being told your whole life in this white supremacist infrastructure, which by proxy, which means through this instrument, capitalism thrives, because capitalism in the end is the actual consumption of one's body and existence. Capitalism demands the enslavement of other people. Like, capitalism is the reason why slave trade bloomed, came into existence. And so fighting against white supremacy means fighting against capitalism and speaking loudly for all of these people.
Hi guys, welcome to yet another video. It's Nagari here. Thanks for clicking on today's video. As you've seen, that is
So you see that? So Jake let us know they harassing us in DC, which we knew it was coming. And check how the devils did it. They try to say, oh, it's a war on crime. Homelessness is crime all up in DC. And then Eve, Jasmine Crockett, who's a congresswoman, she came up and showed them that they lying. She pulled out the stats, made the police chief like a fool. Like, crime is actually down in DC. So you're just putting a military presence in DC because your own people are protesting your president, and then you just want to use that as a testing grounds to see if you can rile up Jake, and you know, so you can unalive him. So you harass him. Oh, he doing this, he doing that, so you can go ahead and unalive him. That's what they looking to do. And this is going to kick off Jacob's trouble, I guarantee you. As the more they do this and get that surveillance system underway, that facial recognition and AI, what they call it, Planeteer, that they got with J.D. Vance and Peter Thiel, once they get that system up and running, it's gonna survey Jake. And there was a show on Netflix called Supercell. Check that out, y'all, where they show how that operates, how it works. And I've heard they've been using that to get these immigrants, to get the northern brothers and sisters, Issachar, Ephraim. So this thing is going down right in your face, man. I mean, right here in your face. We're at Jacob's trouble. It's at the beginning stages. It ain't got to the full bloom yet, but you can see the beginning stages of it, man. They raging war on Yahshua. We in Revelation chapter 12, man. This devil, he's like a dragon right now. He's spitting that flood out. And what's that flood? Troops. It's a lot of troops in D.C. right now. National Guard, ICE, and the police force. And I heard they got FBI, federal agents out there as well, too. So they probably got all their little agencies out there waging war against children of Israel. So there go that right there. I know there's a lot of Hamites been keeping track of what's going on with us, man. I've been seeing a lot of Hamite channels. So if you want to watch it, because it's a devil on there, they got to talking some stuff, which I might play that, man. It's a devil on there. And you'll see him talking with all that mess. It's like, talking like we some animals need to be put down. Matter of fact, I am going to play that. Because I want you to see the mindset of Esau, even so-called white man. Because a lot of Edomites is with this. Some ain't, some is. And the ones that ain't with this, they don't care about Yahshua. They only doing this because they're being affected. Because they're broke. Donald Trump is making a lot of Edomites broke. You know, Esau, all he know how to do is pay taxes and go to work. And they don't really have to deal with the hardship like Yasharala. So I noticed this economy is attacking Edomites the hardest. 'Cause I got Edomites in my job, they make more than what I make an hour, but they're telling me that they behind on their bills and car might get repossessed and might lose their house. And I'm like, dang, dude, you make more than I do. What's going down with you? And they mad at Trump now. And I'm looking like, fool, you voted for him. You know, we knew this was coming. They talking about they about to get divorces, wives about to leave them. They crying right now. So watch for that Edomite crash out, y'all, Sharala. Because it's coming. But I'm going to play this right here. Where that devil at, man? This devil talking like, yeah, this devil right here. I think his name is Nick Futez or some stuff like that. And he's going to give you the Edomite rhetoric of why they should do what they doing. Basically, he want to do an ethnic cleansing is what they want to do.
Oh, that is interesting.
I think black people are not irredeemable, but there just needs to be brutal honesty. It's like, look, these black people are really struggling and they're turning into these maniacs. It seems like they don't do anything right. They're obnoxious, they're rude, they're inconsiderate, aggressive, cruel. And, you know, look, nobody hates black people for being black. If there are people like that, I think that's exceedingly rare. And I don't consider myself one of them. The reason that people have negative attitudes about black people is because most people's interactions with black people are negative. But it's like these people have no respect for decorum. They think the rules don't apply to them. They have no respect for society. Like that's their interaction is they are a waiter and they wait on a black table and the black people don't tip and they're fucking rude. Like that's most people's interactions. It's stuff like that. They go to the DMV and they see a black person behind the counter and they say, oh, here we go. And the person's rude. Now, it just goes to show people are not racist. It goes to show people don't like people that are rude. It's unpleasant. People want to be treated with consideration and respect. And it is true that black people are, in this day and age, unfortunately, seem to have very low moral character. It's not even just the violence, although the violence is pretty striking. If you live your life and you know that you're going to be mugged by black people, it kind of colors your opinion or perception of black people, wouldn't you say? If 99% of the carjackings and stabbings and shootings that you see in Chicago are by black people, when you're walking down the street late at night, guess what you're looking for? Black people. And we just want black people to take accountability and say, look, I'm not a bad person. I'm not a bad person. It just seems that every time I encounter you people, for the most part, it's negative. And sometimes extremely negative, like I could get a gun in my face.
That is interesting to see and hear, especially coming from a person that has people, governments, and...
You hear that? Y'all, Sharala, now if that ain't gaslit to the highest level, I don't know what is. I'm like appalled at the stuff that came out that devil mouth. First of all, the most violent people on the face of the planet are so-called white people. First of all. And most time when Jake do violent crime, they do it to other Jakes. Like, dang, that which one is it? Is it black on black crime? When you up here talking about Jake do crime to you. No, they don't. Man, Jake treat Esau with the most utmost respect. I done seen hood nigga gangster Jakes open the door for Edomites at the corner store. But when a Jake come by, they want to pocket check and, you know, gas Jake up. So shut up, devil. And most of the crime, if we get really real about it, most of the crime is committed by Edomites. I'm talking about white collar crime, all the fraud, all the stealing. And now you got a lot of Edomites on meth committing most of the crime on the streets. Most people on the streets now are Edomites. And I'm talking from a Tulsa, Oklahoma perspective. I don't know about other states, but from Tulsa, Oklahoma, the majority of the people commit crime on the streets are Edomites. They'll steal the copper from your air conditioner. That's Edomites. They're the ones that's rude. And then he gonna talk about moral character. I'm looking at this devil like, oh, I know you did, man, say that. Talking about moral character. Ain't nobody. The worst human being on the face of the planet Earth are Edomites, the so-called white man. I mean, hey, do you want me to pull up stats? You know what I'm saying? Esau want to talk when it come to that. When we pull numbers up. And then talking about, oh, the carjackers and the muggies. Jake mostly commit crime against other Jakes. They don't attack. Hood nigga Jakes don't attack Edomites. A Edomite is more safe in the hood than a Jake is. And I know that for a fact because I grew up in the hood. So everything that devil said was a straight lie. And that's what they do is lie. But did you hear that, Yashrala? But that's what they're talking about in Congress. That's how they're getting these laws passed. So they can go out. It's like that, 94 crime bill with Joe Biden. Donald Trump is using the same game plan. Oh, you get jacked. Oh, the crime is so bad. These black people going crazy. Whoop whoop and all of that. No, they not. You seen them ease. Jake, and then look, said, they show him another lie. Jake went on the streets protesting against Donald Trump like that. That's Edomites. Jake ain't on the street. Jake going to work. You know, the ones that still in that party life might go to the club, bar, whatever they go, and then they go home. Jake is not out there like that. So that's a straight lie. So it's a whole big lie, man. The war on crime is really war on Israelites. That's what it is. And that's what they want to do. And not knowing in the backdrop, as Esau keeps doing all this stuff, stripping everybody of their rights and bringing in this police state, Edomites are going to start the civil war. We're looking at civil war right now. And it's going to be Edomite on Edomite crime. In a minute, they're going to storm in that White House. That's why Trump got them the National Guard out there, because they want to storm in that White House. They do. They want to storm in there when they thought he lost. They're going to storm in there and try to get him up out of there. So he got the National Guard there to try to keep the people, the Edomites, from going off in there. I think they're going to do it anyway. As they get real bad and they get broke, or let that dollar crash. Let him go, oh, we ain't using the dollar no more. Now we're using the digital dollar. Man, these little red-bellied, beer-drinking Edomites ain't going to go for that. They're not. They were told they got freedom, and that's what they want. And Trump is taking it away, that administration, and they're gonna fight. Matter of fact, I got a term, because this is what we're going into. And Edomites know it. Jake don't know it, but Edomites know it. This is what we're going into. A police state. That's what we're going into. And then you tell them, average Jay, hey, we got a police state. Oh, you got a lot of police in your state? No, man, it's a term that's called police state. What does it mean? A totalitarian state controlled by political police force that secretly supervise the citizens' activities. And that's what we're dealing with right now. That's what we're dealing with right now. Police state definition. A political unit characterized by repressive governmental control of political, economic, and social life, usually by an arbitrary exercise of power by police. Woo! That's what we dealing with, Yasharallah. We are dealing with a police state getting erected right in front of people's eyes. And the Edomites, they not going for it. They like, no, you not. And I'm like, bro, y'all already put them in there. Brakathon, bless me. You know, so they going for it, man. And the Edomites, they're about to bang, man. All it takes, I'm looking for that military to split too. When that military doesn't agree with Donald Trump's policies, they will fight. All it takes is one charismatic general to convince, you know, say if he like got 3 military bases gonna follow him. Or say if he get a whole state. Say some states were like, nah, we ain't doing that. And there you go, civil war. And that's what's cooking right now. So right now the police state is getting erected with all the surveillance, all this little stuff. I'm just waiting for them to pull out RoboCop Terminators, pull out the robots. All stuff is going into play. I think when them robots come out, that's when Jake gonna get a clue like, oh shoot, you know, this is real. So we're going into this right here. That second Edris territory. Because they not talking about that on mainstream media, man. I had to go to my TikTok to get that. And that was a lot of people. At first, I thought it was AI, because you got to watch it, because they'll use AI to trick you out. But I watched a lot of videos, Yashral, and that they are really going ham, you know, hard in Washington, D.C. right now. That's like the battleground. First it was L.A., now it's D.C., the nation's capital. And we're dealing with that. And it's about to get real, real bad, you know, as people get more and more broke. Because that's what makes Babylonians riot, when they broke. If they got some money, they're not going to do nothing. They'll be straight, go to the game, whatever. But, hey, people broke out here. You know, I notice I'm trying to, you know, get my change together to scrape by. So I'm just looking and testing the waters, you know. Like I said earlier, everybody at my job, we supposed to make good money. They doing bad. They broke. Insurance is all messed up. The people are angry. And when the people are angry, what they're going to do, they're going to fight back. And that's what it took for these Edomites. So I remember somebody scoffed on my page, somebody, oh, they not going to do nothing. They not going to fight. They fat and out of shape. Shit, explain them out there protesting. And that's protesting. What's going to happen when them guns come out? If they get rid of that dollar, guess what? Them guns going to come out. They're not going to go for that. Then try to like say, oh, you can only purchase this much beef. Or let the food start going up short. Because who's taking care of these farms? So you got a food shortage coming up. If a food shortage going, then look, you got to think too, y'all. So they pumping drugs in this sucker. I heard they talking about they bringing something out that's stronger than fentanyl. So these people was drugged up and they broke, can't afford housing. What you think about to go down, man? This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. We dwell in the heavens. We don't dwell in the world. Verse 15. For the sword and the destruction drive nigh, and one people to stand to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right now they got signs up and all that little stuff. And bullhorns. Once the National Guard get the bussing and get the cracking people over the head, these people got guns. They're going to go home, get their guns, show back up, and that precept going to go into play. That's what's about to happen. And then they going to get the shooting and busting, and that's when Trump going to say, oh, we're in a national emergency, martial law. Guess what? I get to be a dictator. I got to get control of this country, and they're going to give all the Congress going to get this dude full power, full control to establish order. So that's what's about to go down, because look, it's going to lead to this. Verse 16, 2nd Esdras 15, 16. For there should be sedition among men and invading one another, and they should not regard their kings nor princes. And that's happening now. People ain't caring what Trump got to say. He losing his whole mojo. MAGA is collapsing. They don't care what Trump got to say anymore. Trump, you better fix this and take these tariffs off or else. And then Trump done put the police in their face like, hey, man, I don't give a dang. I got an AR-15 too. So it says, in the course of the action standing their power. The people are now demonstrating their power, man. That dude had thousands of people protesting him. Right now, it's a friendly protest. Who's to say that another month or two it's going to stay like that? It could turn up at any time. All it takes is one person to get shot, and we see it on TikTok. Say if a little Edomite little girl gets shot by a National Guard in D.C. Oh, man, y'all, Charlotte. Oh, man, it's going to turn up. You're going to hear them saying, her name was Susie Magamore. Her name, you're going to see a t-shirt and all that. They're going to rally on that. So this like is going to go into play because it's in our scriptures. And I'm seeing it happen in real time. Like Donald Trump looks like he's that guy to jump it off. What I call Donald Trump, Yasrallah? Mr. Set It Off. He's setting it off. He don't give a dang. National Guard here. Police force, do what y'all do. ICE, more money, baby. I want ICE to have military gear. Do y'all thing, baby. Chill them people out, ICE. Chill them out. Yank them away from their families. Because when they start coming from Judah, oh, it's up. It's up. I guarantee you. When they start coming for Judah real hard, it's up, y'all, Sharala. Which that means it's going down, baby. That's what that means. Because Judah's not going to take you just going in and taking little Tay-Tay, little Kiana from her family. Like, Jake not going to set back. Plus, we got a lot of fathers right now that's taking care of their children. It's a whole new era out here. You got fathers who take care of their children now. They're not going to just let the police come in there and take they little girl, little boy from them. That ain't... Man, Jake about to go all out. I'll tell you that, too. The Jakes will crash out over them children. That's going to be the crash out. That's going to be the war starting. So I'm looking at Donald Trump like, hey, man, you better tread carefully. Now, I know that these little cooned out Ishmaelites, they'll go for that, but Judah not going to go for that. They're not. I'm just letting you know. And y'all know like I know, they're not going to go for that. And then what's going to happen when that happens? When the war kick off, martial law kick in, verse 17 going to kick in. A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able. They're going to have checkpoints. We just heard that Jake say they got checkpoints. They doing that in D.C. I seen them doing it on Muggy. Did like a checkpoint. You want to go to the rodeo, you got to go through the police. I seen that. And they had their police all militarized out. So we looking at war on American soil. by American citizens. This is civil war we looking at. And this devil talking about a war on crime. You ain't fighting crime. You just want to fight Israelites. Is what you want to do. Because he wants to ethnic cleansing. He want to do the same thing Netanyahu doing. They want to ethnic cleanse Babylon the Great America to make it white again. And it's not going to go back to that. You know, that's just their fantasy. That's what they want. But that ain't about to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to get a whole lot of war. These Jakes got a hold of things that our ancestors didn't have, our forefathers didn't have in the 1920s and stuff like that. Man, you got Jakes out here that got switches. Man, Jake done learned how to put an automatic switch on his AR. Man, Jake got AK-47s. And I ain't saying that's going to save Jake. I'm just saying that's going to start a war. Because 2/3 going to get mowed down. But they will put up a fight. Like Esau going to lose some people. You know. Jake going to lose people. And I can see Donald Trump, if that happen, he might call an airstrike on U.S. soil. Pull out the tanks. And look like a straight war zone over here, man. That's what it's looking like it's going into. If this thing keeps going the way it's going, that's what's going to happen. Get some water, baby. Because, I mean, we're seeing it. And the devil want to rage war all across the world. I heard they sending troops. What's that? To South America? Venezuela? They want to fight them. He want to fight the cartels. He want to help Netanyahu fight. He want to take over Burkina Faso. And he wants to knock off Jake in Babylon Great America. I'm like, bro, you can't fight all those war fronts. You know, these devils, they going like Ox said, the war. They going out like Rome. This devil bloodthirsty, man. Straight bloodthirsty. I'm going to read verse 18 and 19. We'll close it up with that. And this is 2nd Esdras 15 and 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A lot of these dudes ain't ready for no war. These young dudes, they're going to be crying, scared. Hey, yeah. You're going to have some fighting and some afraid. You know, Bob, this Esau doing this in great pride. And that's why the city's going to be troubled. Because the devil want to do ethnic cleansing. In verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of a lack of bread and for great tribulation. You hear that? That food gets short. All this craziness going on. Ain't nobody going to work no more. Ain't no grocery stores getting filled up with food no more. So the have-nots is going to start taking from the haves. It's going to be class wars. It's going to be food wars. Fighting over whatever resources you got. He got gas over there. I need that. Blam, blam, blam. Oh, he got noodles over there. Blam, blam, blam. He got ammo. Like, we looking at all chaos about to break out, man. On Donald Trump's clock is what it look like. We'll see. We'll see. But we do know this war will happen. That we do know. Why? Because it's written in the scriptures. These prophecies will come to pass. So we'll just see if it's going to happen on Donald Trump's clock or whoever get it after him, next president, whoever. Because he can get knocked off or go to jail, and they put up J.D. Vance. And he implemented. That dude is a tech guy. He's all about tech and taking away your rights and bringing in robots and AI and all of that type of stuff. So he could be the one to bring in the MOTB. We'll just have to see. Now, what we do know is that civil war will break out in Babylon the Great. And it's going to break out based on a lie. This dude, Trump, ain't got to do all the stuff he doing. Like I said, none of them got to do the stuff they doing. They were smart. They'll just spread the bread out. They got the bread. Just throw some bread out to the people and they won't rebel. But the Lord said that he would take away their wisdom in the latter days. That's happening. They're stupid. They hoarding the bread. They say Esau Edom at the point, he like, I want the smoke. I want to smoke with Yahshua. Let's see what's up. And that's the Lord doing all of that. And so with that being said, I hope this is informative. I hope it was edifying. I want to say Kwam, Yahshua, and stay locked in because Yahweh is quickly on the way. Shalom.